Here and see this balloon launch here. There's too many things going on at once. Got the antenna walking. Okay, here we go.
Howdy.
Howdy. I'm filming if you don't mind.
I can't lift it out. Very cool. I had that top part.
Pico balloon launch.
Which one is that?
This is a Traquito track. Under that little piece of styrene.
Oh, wow, those any solar panels.
Fly for days. This is my 7th one, and the first 2 went up, popped on the first day. And who wants to be a volunteer? Just very carefully hold it where my fingers at.
Don't let go.
Don't let go and don't
Because I do not want to be doing this.
You're fine.
Oh, that's just.
I got to get the lower antenna before I
So this is only on 10 meters, not doing APRS or anything, it's just doing
just 10 meters whisper.
whisper.
Oh, whisper.
So it just sets out a data packet, right?
Real slow data packet.
How much?
There's the balloon there. And of course it'll inflate as it goes up in altitude, the pressure decreases.
You got to buy hydrogen. But after that, about $50 a shot. So.
Is that all in hydrogen, or?
It's hydrogen, yes.
Very nicely, the guys who did the seminar gave them some hydrogen.
That's why I'm flying
Super
it
nice.
today. I came all the way from Minnesota. I didn't have any hydrogen with me because I didn't want to carry a big, welding cylinder.
Yeah,
Right.
And Brian,
bet you're happy to be out
over
there.
that
So.
way, he's the fellow that did the Pico balloon seminar.
Yeah.
He had extra hydrogen, so
He
gave
said
me
he
a
could
little
have
dose
some.
of it.
Yeah.
So we just filled it up about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, he transfers it to the scuba tanks.
Yeah, it was in a
Carry
scuba
the big
tank, yeah.
bottle.
Yeah. Which is a good idea. I never
I
thought.
wish I could buy it in a smaller amount.
Yeah.
But I haven't found anybody that.
No, it's the I just had, because you know how the welding tank rental goes. The first tank was $300. The gas in it's worth about $75, $85 to get it refilled. So
Okay.
you gotta
Yeah, I own.
yeah, the fish
some of my own
line
things.
and the magnet wire. AC antenna.
I wonder if you can
Yeah, you just keep on holding it right there. I'm going to give you another job here since you're doing something.
Thank you.
How do you even figure out how much gas to put in there since you can't weigh it obviously?
I know how much force it's lifting with.
Oh,
You just get a little gram scale.
okay.
How many grams is the whole?
10.4. Mine are almost right around 10.4.
I can feel it. What's the little wire?
There's an antenna going up and an antenna going down.
With the little short wire coming in?
Yes.
2 minutes.
How you doing?
Your job. You come down and take that. Now just be careful.
Amazing how far those things will go.
I can barely see it.
Anybody got a guess on which way the wind's really
I
blowing?
don't think it's that way.
right now. That ground is out of the north.
What do I
A little bit out of the north, maybe.
What do I got to do?
When I tell you let go, let go.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's just say you go that way.
Ready for the balloon launch. That'll be a big old round balloon when it gets up probably at 10,000 feet.
Don't hold it back. That's perfect. Okay. Balloon. Let go.
Launch.
Just let that shape out of your hand.
There she goes.
There it goes. And I'll know in about 10 minutes, because it's on about a 10-minute transmission cycle. That it's up there. It's up. And I'm happy because it's going up fairly slow.
Nice.
I didn't put too much hydrogen in the big crowd.
Well, that was a quick balloon launch there. Now down to the antenna walk. Look, we got a lot of people for the antenna walk here. Howdy, Steph.
Can you hear me now? WG7D.
I'll get it out there. Don't worry.
Howdy. Okay. Let me straighten out my camera a little bit here.
Okay, my name is Rob, KC6TYD. Thanks for being here. God, there's a big crowd. So
Yeah.
we'll make it quick. We're going to go in a kind of a clockwise configuration. My goal today is for all new hams, you get an idea of different types of antennas. And for new hams as well as old hams, what I like people to get out of this is little things that improve your system, bracketry, how you mount things, any kind of modifications. I'm surprised how many people, contribute those little tips, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of it. So you can go home and go, man, at Quartzfest, this guy had this cool tip to how to do this with his antenna. So hopefully that's what we get out of it today. I tried to look around for a variety of different antennas, but you can only get what's available and who wants to present. So there might be a couple duplicates, but each one will have their own flavor, hopefully. And we'll get going. So we're going to go over to Terry's first, right over this way.
Okay, for the crowd.
And when I started with one of the using most of the week, and we use this.
I thought they were using the radios.
One guy got a horn of them. And they fly the insert with the trailer hitch.
Yeah.
It didn't fell there. Go ahead and use your radio.
Go ahead and use your radio.
Yeah.
You got a big group.
Oh. Wrong frequency. Right. Yeah. He's in. 146.60.
So I said it's just an in-fed wire inside that plastic pole.
Yeah.
I did try adding a 9-to-1 balance to it. It didn't seem to make much difference. But it worked. I mean, I've made quite a few contacts, mostly at FT8. When you're done, it collapses back down and comes out up, collapses down. Then I brought some other stuff that I played with that is sitting over here by the front of the coach.
And the
Pull
crowd.
this out all the way, but this is made, like everything, made in China. Sold by a company called Chilligans. Just think Chinese elegance. But what's clever about these whips is they're pre-marked for bands. You pull them out and they'll say 28 megahertz, 14 megahertz, whatever. So they get you very close to resonance without having to fight with it for several hours.
Who makes it? Chilligans. That says JNC radio, but
Yeah, they say JNC radio, but the actual website is chilligans.com, maybe chilligans.cn, I don't remember which.
like Elegance with a C.
Like Elegance with a CH, yeah. And they make a couple of different things. They make a vertical. That's the same way when you pull the whip out. Frank, you want to take that and pull like 3 or 4 sections out and you'll see where it's marked. Yep. Yeah, right there.
Marked right there.
They're marked on there. So it's not exact, but it gets you very close to the operating frequency you want to use. It's very similar to the JPC 12 that everybody has, although that's a coil. The other one I was showing Frank the other day, everybody has seen the stuff with the Faraday cloth for counterpoise. Which is that. What I did is I put a copper or brass grommet in the middle of it. So you don't have to tear the fabric when you put the spike through it. And then there are brass grommets at the 4 corners so you can stake it down. Now, the Faraday cloth is really only going to help you get to 20 meters and above. It's just not big enough for the lower bands. But for a quick throw off the ground, it's great. The other thing that, if I have one here handy or not, you're going to find when you start playing with these whips and the 17-foot whips, they're either going to be 3/8 24 or they're going to be M10, and of course they don't play together. There are adapters you can get that'll go from 3/8 24 to M10 and vice versa. And I've got a bunch of those I just keep in with the portable antennas. And then of course, everybody should travel with at least one antenna analyzer, right? Because all of these things you've got to do a fine tune on frequency. Unfortunately, this is not made anymore. This was a nice compact analyzer, but they went out of business. And I think that's all. So any questions?
Does the stand come with the antenna? Is that all pulled apart?
No, it's an option. The one I was going to show you, and I got to do this without a radio because I need 2 hands.
So I'll talk real loud. One of the things that's nice about this tripod is when you go to take it down, it's air damped, so it comes down real slow. It doesn't slam down on you. All the sections are like that.
Oh, wrong call. That's Mark. Wrong line. That's right, wrong line. I'll let you introduce yourself. Go ahead, so I don't mess it up. KI6HOB, and this here is a buddy pole block installed as a vertical for 40 meters. Because the buddy pole hex beam that's behind here only does 6 through 20. And so I wanted to work 40 as well while I was down here, so I put that up. And that antenna over there takes 2 people minimum. 3 or 4 help. It's not heavy, but it's just unwieldy. It's just big. And the buddy pole deluxe is easy to put up one person. It's not a problem. I normally configure it as a horizontal dipole, but this time I put it up as a vertical.
That's a buddy hex, right?
That is a buddy pole hex beam. So on average, about how long does it take to put that together in the field for you? The hex beam takes anywhere between half hour to an hour. Very good. And I noticed that on this particular one, it's just the mast. I understand that buddy pole works with another partner, or they're part of the same, where it has the crank up. Are you familiar with that? I'm not familiar with the crank up, but the mast is made by Mastwork, who is owned by the same guy that owns buddy pole. No, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe you meant that you turn it and it will pivot or turn the antenna? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, if you look over there, you'll see that there is a little crank on it, and that's how you rotate the beam around. They are coming out with a rotor that's 12 volts that you can operate from your coach. And what have been some of the best benefits on this type of configuration? Directionality and all that kind of good stuff? Well, one of the benefits is that it's 0 SWR on all bands, so no tuner is required, and very directional. And I had it pointed north, and the guy at net control I was trying to check into was east, and so I was not really reaching him. I could hear him, but I couldn't reach him until I turned that around.
How do you tell which direction it's pointed?
Well, if you look closely at the beam, you'll see one section doesn't have all the wires.
A gap there. Yeah.
Let's see, where is that now? It's kind of pointed north right now.
Yeah.
So one section doesn't have any wires. That's the direction you're pointing.
Okay. Talk about this. You want to talk about this a little bit? That's a counterpoint there?
That's the counterpoint. There's a little wire strung out over there.
And you're using this on 40?
At 40, yes, 40 meter. It only requires one coil.
And you're getting a pretty good match?
About a 1-2.
That's a pretty good match.
But when I have put this one up as a horizontal side pole, I found that you'd have to fully extend that mast or it will not match good.
Oh, yeah. Part of the picture, I guess. Is it connected up there? The mast is connected to the ground side?
Now, the question was it connected up there? The mast is up, yeah, that's connected. Now the other antenna I have is a elk antenna out the front there. That's a 2 meter 440, a log periodical.
Interesting. I've never seen a log periodic on that frequency.
So the buddy pole's been around forever and a day. How many people here have a? I'm sorry, the buddy pole system. Anybody? Both hex beam or whatever.
Yeah, hex beam.
Oh yeah, I see a few hands. Yeah. People really like them.
So how did you configure it? Because it's like got a million and one ways you can configure the buddy pole.
Well, the regular buddy poles, it's the original dipole. I just never, ever could get it to tune. I wound up selling it. Just couldn't do it.
You have to get the mast up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a problem when I first got it. I put the horizontal dipole up, and you know, I'm trying to tune it and everything down here where I can reach it, and I complained to buddy pole, and they told me, well, put the mast up, you'll see it changes, and sure enough, it did. It got the SWR done.
Any questions for the buddy pole system here?
About how much is the hex beam with the mast?
The hex beam with the mast. The question was how much. Well, that it cost me about $1,600.
Wow.
The buddy pole's about
Not a
800
cheap one.
or so, and then the mast is equal amount of money.
What kind of forward gain do you get off the hex beam there?
Put up a wire.
Yeah, the question was what kind of forward gain do I get? It performs. I've never looked into
okay.
that.
I heard there are 3 to 6 or something like that dB. But okay.
But I will tell you that they give me 5.9 reports from here.
Mm.
They give Paul, W6UHF over here, 5.9 with his chameleon delta loop. So I mean, and that's only about $400.
All right, thank you very much. Speaking of the delta loop, we'll go take a look at this.
Oh, I was about 50 of us going to cram into this trailer here. Not inside. But
Well, whenever I get over here.
Oh, we're jumping the gun.
That's all right. No, that's a good idea. It's the same one.
Delta loop.
This is micro. Do you want me to tell on this thing?
Yeah, we got some people way in the back that may not hear you.
This is a Chameleon Tactical Delta Loop made by Chameleon. And you may be familiar with that brand, mostly because they're very expensive. I don't know why, but they are. And they make a lot of different types of antennas. One of them is the MTAS and so on. But this antenna is the preferred antenna of a lot of POTA people because it's so easy to put up and it doesn't take a lot of room and it just works. It's
What frequencies?
6. Who asked that question? 6 through 75 rating.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
75.
And they
Pretty good.
suggest that on 40 and 75 you need a tuner. However, that's not exactly the case every time. The configuration I have it in right now, tactical delta loop configuration, this transformer, where impedance matching, is in a different spot than normal. Usually, mounted here, and one of these telescopic poles hooks into it, and then the other side doesn't have it. Well, when I originally put it up, I wanted to run it as a vertical because you certainly can. You would just twist one of those telescoping poles into the top, or you could run it as a L, or you could run it horizontal.
Time down, let go.
And I decided that I had forgot to put it back and just left it that way. We ran a SWR check on all the bands, and surprisingly enough, they were all really nice. And so I just didn't change it back. And the radio I use is a WG7D Alpha. It has a built-in tuner, so seems to handle it really good. I've had very good success with this antenna, surprisingly good success. It's pretty much all I'm going to need, maybe even for field day. Normally I use a much larger antenna, but it worked. Okay, so the cost, they're expensive. $405 is what HRO is listing it for right now. And if you get any accessories with it, well, they're extra tack on. This coax, 50-foot coax, was an extra thing I got for it because it's got the magnets in there, and supposedly it prevents any RF from going back down. And that was an additional fee, not that.
Ooh, probably 50 people here. Yeah.
We're going to make a left turn here.
Left turn. Oh, yeah, I'm on the right side. Hey. Okay, he's living in a tent on a Jeep there, and then he's got a big old, oh, I think that's one of those motorized ones, I think. Oh, he's got the man pack there, didn't he? Wow. That's the way to do it.
Go ahead and introduce yourself to the group.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody.
Not working.
What frequency?
How you doing? Good. Everybody's still on 155. That's a nice tent there. That's got to be one of them expensive motorized jobs.
No, it looks like a hand push.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Think
I'm
so?
Bruce Berger,
You know what all that stuff is in the center there, though.
And when Brian was doing his balloon launch on Monday, I had quite a few people asking about my antenna system over here. So they cajoled me into joining the antenna walkabout. What I have here is a Tar Heel screwdriver dipole.
Okay.
And the reason I went
Motorized.
with this is I wanted something that was frequency agile and also band agile. Normally, the radios that are on here, by default, you are 5 feet long, and it'll cover anywhere from the 80 meters on up to 10 meters, theoretically.
That's the 80 meter coils, okay?
The coils, it's a screwdriver antenna, so the coils are adjustable from the inside. Yeah, here's the what the controller looks like. It's a 2-matic. It's the one they recommend. And you can either do each coil separately or you can do both coils together. Usually I do both coils together. So
That just adjusts the length of the rod.
when you adjust the coils, there's actually motors in there that adjusts a little sweeper that goes across the coil. So you're tuning the coils, not the elements.
Okay.
Now the elements, those will stretch out to 17 feet. And I'm still learning how to use this antenna. At 17 feet, it'll do 80 meters really well. I'm pretty sure I'm getting into 160 meters, but I've been having some issues trying to tune it. I was using a Rig Expert antenna analyzer on it, but Ryan, N6CBO, was telling me from his experience, when you're in an environment where you have a lot of RF energy, it confuses the antenna analyzer. Now I was getting all kinds of crazy results, couldn't figure out what was going on, thought maybe something was broken with the antenna or the coils were dirty and they weren't making good contact. So I took a step back and started tuning it kind of the old-fashioned way for doing screwdriver antennas, where you just tune the antenna up and down, and then listen to when the background noise gets to its maximum.
Works about as good,
Then once
especially
it's
the
at
loop.
its maximum, then I use the antenna tuner on the radio. Either that, or I'll put it on low power and broadcast an AM signal so I have a continuous carrier, and to just look and see what the SWR meter on the radio is saying, and tune it up and down. And generally, you can get a one-to-one.
Timed out too.
You're good. Just unkey and key in.
Okay. Yeah, usually you can get a one-to-one or close to it by using that technique. It's just one of the drawbacks of this antenna is it does get a little fiddly trying to tune it in, but that's the trade-off for being, band and frequency agile. So, any questions?
Yeah, the dollars.
It's not cheap. I'm trying to remember what I paid for it. I think it was like $1,200 or somewhere around that area.
Sounds about right.
It's not even on their website. You have to call them up to get the information on it. I was going to get the model just down from this, but when I called them, they highly recommended going with this one for portable use because it's a lot more robust than the next model down.
Where'd you get the cool little base flange?
Oh, the cool little base flange. That's actually a PVC toilet flange from Home Depot, and then I 3D printed a little collar that goes in there to hold the mast in place. And the mast is a carbon fiber mast from DX Engineering. And I've been getting lots of upper body exercise pushing that thing up and down all week.
Yeah, that's how mine is, yeah. I got mine up here.
So, but like I say, I'm still learning how to use it. It's probably going to take me a while to get all the ins and outs, but so far I've been really happy with it.
How much is the camper?
That's what I was looking at too.
If people
Pretty nice.
keep asking me about the camper, maybe we need to have a camper walk about one year. Yeah, the camper, it's called the Skinny Guy Camper. And it's called that for a reason. I met Mario, the guy who designed it, and he's like really, really skinny. Lucky him. So, but it's designed to be used for like overlanding. It's all 1/8" aluminum. It's glued and riveted. No wood at all in it. And believe it or not, you can actually get this thing fully self-contained all the way down to a flush toilet.
Wow.
But the camper is about $30,000.
Wow.
So they're not cheap, but I found in this overlanding stuff, you get what you pay for. And I've had it on some really rough roads all over the place, and it works just fine. Pardon the mess inside, but when you're base camped for a while, entropy kind of happens.
He's got that heavy duty bike there too.
Can we talk about this current antenna?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's just a diamond discone antenna. I'm playing with a little SDR receiver, and I actually wanted to try and pick up the ATV signals. And I was getting the signal just fine, but I think I need to fiddle with the software some more to get it to decode the intake stream.
What frequency is that? What frequency do you use that at? The little discone?
Yeah.
What frequency do you use it at?
Well, the discone goes, I don't remember what the range is. It's like 30
That's a good
megahertz,
idea.
seeing as many as 26 airplanes
Those
at one
solar
time
panels.
reporting their information down. And that's using a program called SDR Angel. And once again, I'm just starting to get into that. It decodes all kinds of stuff. I have a lot of trains where I live, and I was looking at train end devices. Some of the information is a little hard to come across on how to use some of the demodulators, but it's a fun part of the hobby. Yes, question?
Talk about your slip joint there for walking around in the truck. The slip joint for walking around in the truck.
What was that?
The slip joint on your shaft.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I made a slip joint. The truck actually has air suspension, and when it's not leaking like it is right now, I'll level the truck when I park for the night. And yeah, it moves around quite a bit. So
North we go with the group. Here they come.
Okay, hold on a second. We got a really quick ad hoc right here at this trailer. Everybody hold still right here at the Nash trailer.
What? Got a what?
WG7D. I got an old trailer that used to have a TV antenna that cranked up on the top. So what I did was, I ripped off the TV antenna, put a little bracket on there, and I used an Ed-Fong UHF VHF J-pole antenna. And I'll show you how it works. I can just pull up, and in about 15 seconds or less.
It tilts it up, I see. Oh, those deals. Oh, I see. Motorized tilt up. Yeah, that's cool.
And I'm on the air.
Nice. Here we go again. Well, it's actually hot and humid down here in Quartzsite today. All these clouds moved in and it's gotten up into the 70s here and kind of humid. But it's a desert.
K7HEE, and you're going to be up in about 10 minutes or so. Okay, go ahead and introduce yourself. Still got a few stragglers coming along. Hey, watch out for the horizontal wire. That's part of the show. Made stuff, a loop with a little bit of home do-it-yourself or homebrew stuff. This is an extremely cheap, almost all homebrew. This is my portable station. I've got two different tripods here. The photo tripod was what I first started out with, and I used ham sticks. Just screwed into the top. That mount there is a CB mirror mount that I picked up at a truck stop for about $12. And then I got the tripod from a thrift shop for about $6. And I don't have any radials. I'm just using either a window screen or Faraday cloth as a ground plane, which works very, very well. Let me show you. I got the Faraday cloth and bring it here. Well, I have been using it, but the Faraday cloth works just as well, almost identical, but it flops in the breeze a lot. And now it folds down a lot smaller than the window screen does.
Pull it out of the bag. Out of the bag?
Yeah, it's just a little bit bigger than the window screen, but it's Faraday cloth. Like I said, it flops around in the breeze. It'll detract from the little presentation here. Like I said, I was using ham sticks, which I've got on the truck. Two of the ham sticks I've got like 6 bands of ham stick, and it worked very well. In fact, last year, if you might remember, I did a presentation on introduction to NVIS propagation, and I used it either with a 40-meter ham stick or this horizontal wire. This horizontal wire for NVIS gives me 2 S units better reception with anybody within range, because the majority of the signal, since it's right near the ground and it's laid out horizontal, most of the signal goes up, and therefore it works better for people up to about 500 or 600 miles.
How long?
I started out with 34 feet. Just that piece of speaker wire, and then I started shortening it until I got the SWR. At first, I only got it down to 1.5, which is just fine.
Good. Yeah.
But now
On what
it's
band? On what band?
40 meter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just for 40 meter. And now I've got it where it's anywhere from 1.1 to 1.2 to 1 SWR.
Sesame.
In fact, I've been using it to check into the Baja California maritime net on 7.2335, except when somebody's inverter is putting out all kinds of noise like mine does.
And the only ground plane you've got is the screen, except it's not even connected. right?
Yeah, it doesn't, as long as it's not too far separated, it doesn't have to be connected. I've got a piece of wire that I was connecting it, but it's really not necessary. It makes virtually no difference. Then I progressed I wanted to have something that would fit in my portable bag a lot easier than the photo tripod. So I saw something like this on HRO's website for about $40, and I said, well, I could probably make my own, and I already had a fender mount from an old Dodge Durango that I no longer have, and so I cut some flat steel pieces, drilled a hole in it, and now it'll build up, and I'll show you just how small.
Beautiful.
Just like that, so it'll fit in my portable bag, and because I've been doing a lot of parks on the air in the last year especially. I've been going to different states, trying to activate all 50 states. Right now I'm up to a total of 36 states plus Washington, D.C.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Mostly in the West is where I've been using this, because when I was in the East, I was trying to cover a lot of ground, so didn't want to set up my whole portable station. And when I'm trying to just activate a park in the state and then move on to the next one, and there was a 5-day span there, I activated parks in 12 different states, 3 states each day, except for one day where I just was driving.
That's all I'm driving.
When I plan to go to Hawaii and Alaska, I'll be taking just this little one and the Faraday cloth because it's so much more compact. The telescopic whip is just a $25 whip that I got off of Amazon. The problem with some of these Chinese whips is that if there's supposed to be an M10 on the bottom, but they have some kind of a strange thread pattern so that it doesn't actually fit the M10. That's an adapter for M10 to 3x24, so I just screwed the thing in as far as I could get it.
Got a little Loctite on there.
It's in there pretty tight. I make some really good contacts. The first time I set this vertical up with the Faraday cloth was at Valley of Fire State Park, about 50 miles northeast of Las Vegas. One of my contacts was F5PYI, very just south of Lyon, France. So even though it's cheap, home built, and it's not technically advanced like some of these other ones, it actually works. And that's what I'm all about. Does it work or does it not?
That's important.
So that's what I've got it running into my camper there, hooked up to my FT891, and actually I've been making contacts. I made one contact, I think, as far as North Carolina, just sitting in my trailer. But so many people around here have inverters and charge controllers that make all kinds of racket. Question?
Have you made any distant contacts with the horizontal vertical?
I have not tried to make any distant contact, simply because it's so low to the ground, and it's set out horizontal to get to do NVIS.
Right.
Question?
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm just motionless.
Yeah, and so it's really specifically for up to about 500 or 600 mile radius around my operating location. Now, in my truck, I actually last summer was able to check in to the same net, the Baja California Maritime net, although I was all the way at Sturgis, South Dakota.
Wow.
But they only heard me through the Northern Utah Web SDR, but I was able to check in mobile. Now, the way I've got things set up, I've got 40, 20, the big hand stick on the top is 15 meters, and the shorter one over there is for 10 meters. And
little design of white quartz in the ground there. And there they go.
Badge.
Okay, KD to oil, and he's a mechanic. And what's your first? Oh yeah, James. Okay.
James, yeah.
Very good. I like that. That is neat.
But I'm from the other coast,
Right.
the East Coast.
So we're out on the East Coast there.
South Jersey radio station. If
Oh.
you look and find Philadelphia on the map,
Yeah.
look directly east into New Jersey, and I'm right there.
Oh, okay. Well, you drove a long ways for out here.
Yep. I
Oh,
left
cool.
Jersey in mid-July.
Really? So you're just kind of working your way this way?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, that's life.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's another antenna thing here.
I use at home. A slightly different configuration. So kind of the key for this is this military mast tripod, especially this centerpiece here that the legs fit into,
Oh, I know
and then
him.
you
It's
have a
Randy.
post going up. So if you want to put a tall mast up, you just feed them up from the bottom. I have all these things pinned and all these tubes color coded, so it will go back together properly. In the center is the Yaesu azimuth and elevation rotor. I've had these for, I don't know, 30 years or so, so it's been around for a long time. And that's a fiberglass mast going across. And my original satellite station in Grass Valley was 2 KOM 22C 2-meter antennas. So it was 11 elements horizontal and 11 elements vertical, kind of like the 435 antenna, to give you circular polarization. And had 2 of those for 44 elements on 2 meters. Then that antenna over there for 435, that's just half of it. So I had 38 elements on 435. That was back in the Oscar 13 days, where it was a very elliptical orbit. It would go out to 40,000 kilometers. So you needed big antennas. With the low Earth orbiting satellites, you don't need big antennas anymore. So I just use half of the 435 antenna. At home I use 6 by 6 elements on the 2-meter antenna, and that's more than enough. But that 6 by 6 would not fit in the truck with everything else I have. It takes so much space. So I have this Arrow 4-element 2-meter beam over here, and feeds inside. I had a trailer incident on the way down here, so I had to rent this trailer. So you see it takes a fair amount of cables to go inside. The thing that makes it all kind of work is this thing here. This is a CSN Technologies satellite controller. So this little box plugs into my IC9700, the multi-mode UHF VHF radio, VHF UHF. It plugs into the Yaesu rotor controller box. The computer in here knows all the satellites, all the elements. It does all the scheduling. It's got Wi-Fi, so it connects to my network, which is my Starlink on the front of the trailer, to get all the updates for the elements, and has scheduling and things. So you pick the satellite you want when it's coming by, and everything starts. It sets the radio, sets the frequency, sets the mode. It controls Doppler on both the uplink and the downlink, and it runs the rotor. I've been working through the ISS with the FM repeater. I really don't like working the FM satellites because they're such a zoo. And with FM radios, the strongest station with the capture effect is going to take over, and all these people yelling their calls in grid squares, and who knows really who is working who. What I like, though, is the RS-44 satellite. That one has a linear transponder, so you get a 30 kc bandwidth on the band, and they use sideband on that, and you can have multiple conversations going on at the same time. None of this yelling and screaming and things going on. So last night I worked my buddy up in Fairbanks, and that satellite's at a higher orbit, so quite often get a 15 to 20 minute pass, which is nice. I worked him for about 10 minutes last night. It was just perfect the whole time. I could hear myself coming back, and it was just great. I got on this morning, and I think I worked 4 or 5 stations on RS 44 again. So for the 44 and the ISS, you transmit up on 2 meters, and you listen on the 435. So, questions?
Okay, it's moving. Very neat.
He said he had it switched off.
Ticket lady. All right. Is that the lucky one? Okay.
Lucky one
I just
today.
won a lucky one. So I got 987143. That's the lucky ticket. I hope.
Tomorrow's when I get my radio.
You know, we came out here to happy hour in 2012, and we had gotten up to 663 attendees at Quartzfest from 128 in 2010. And somebody said during closing ceremony, this has gotten so big and so good, let's do 2 weeks next year. So I said, I know the person that plans it, we might be able to do that. That was a mistake. We did 12 days, and was I ever tired after that?
Yeah, that's a long time.
Anyway, let's get started here. Steven, WM7X, are you here? Anybody from the testing team?
The Stevenator. He's probably busy. I interviewed him this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, he had a bad brake or something like that, grinding when he backed in. Okay, so he's changing out his brakes or axle. Brian, N6CVO. Come on up. And I did it right again.
Oh, thank you, Chris and everybody. So just a quick update. The balloon we launched on Monday, last night or early this morning, entered Iran's airspace. Some of you that are really astute looked at the data besides just the map and started asking me why there was some zero altitude as it crossed the border. Well, the GPS was spoofed, and they spoofed it and said it was at zero altitude. So there's about a 2-hour period when it crossed the border that it was spoofed.
So it wouldn't get shot down or something?
It wasn't shot down. It didn't go down to zero. And then when it was near Tehran, there's a couple missing data points, and that's generally what happens when the GPS is jammed.
Yeah.
So that balloon's doing well. It went to sleep early this morning, and it should be waking up around 10, 11 o'clock tonight, and it'll probably be in the middle of Afghanistan or heading further east. So that one's doing good. The other one launched on Wednesday is currently, it just went to sleep, and it's in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. It's on a really high-speed path across the Atlantic. Usually it takes a number of days. It's already halfway across, so it's doing well. And then finally, I just want to thank everyone again, all you people that pull me aside and thank me or thank my buddy Jed in 6GD for all the work we did. We really appreciate it, and that's why we do it, because everyone seems to enjoy it. So thank you again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. This year, what, 4 or 5 you've done this for us? Brian, this is what, year 4 or 5 you've done this out here?
At least 5.
Yeah, at least that, yeah. How many of you are interested in watching the balloon launch tomorrow?
What time it is?
Tomorrow, the balloon launch tomorrow will be different from the Pico balloons. Tomorrow's launch will be done by the Arizona Near Space Research Group, and they fill a balloon with helium, or not helium, but hydrogen, and send it up. The Pico balloons go up 40 to 45,000 feet and circumnavigate the world. The Arizona Near Space Research balloon goes up to about 90,000 feet, although it burst at 45 last year. It goes up hopefully to 90,000 feet, and it expands so much it bursts. They have a parachute on it with all their telemetry equipment and the APRS and all that, and it floats down to Earth. And the crew that sends it up goes out, chases it, and brings back the leftovers. So they'll be back long after closing ceremony tomorrow. The launch tomorrow is at 11 o'clock. The schedule says 10. Clayton said the launch will be at 11, but he said you can show up right across the wash here behind me at about 9:30 if you want to start coming about 9:30, and they'll answer all the questions you have. So that's 9:30 to 11 tomorrow for the Arizona Near Space Research launch. Tomorrow is our last day of Quartzfest 2026. And all of our equipment out here has to go back to storage. So about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll gather over by the welcome tent and start tearing down the tent. Well, we don't tear it down. It got torn down last year. We'll take it down. And the bulletin boards will load up all the PAs except for here at Area 1, because we need them for closing ceremony. We'll load up the tables except one here, well, two here at Area 1. And have the trailer, Dave, I can't remember his call sign, showed up, or got a hold of me a month or so ago after I sent a newsletter out saying that we were going to be loading up our stuff in storage and bringing it down here. Dave had a flatbed trailer. I think it's about a 30-foot, 25 or 30-foot trailer. And he offered to bring his truck. He lives about 20 minutes from here. And his trailer down here to take a storage and load stuff up. And he did. And he'll be back here again tomorrow with his trailer to load stuff to take back. It's going to be a smaller trailer this time when he comes back. So we will need at least 2 pickup trucks with empty beds to help take stuff back to storage. So at 10 o'clock, we'll meet at the welcome tent, and we need volunteers for that. Closing ceremony is tomorrow at noon, 12 o'clock for those of you that, yeah. Grand prize drawing will be after a few announcements. And our grand prize, as you know, this year is an ICOM 705 that was donated by ICOM. Ray, the national sales manager for ICOM, is an old Quartzfester. And he has been donating radios to us since 2019, his first year or second year here. Our attendance that year was, when he talked to me, was about 800. And he said he was going to introduce the ICOM 9700 right here at Quartzfest that year. Instead of taking it to Hamcation in Orlando, he introduced it right here at Quartzfest. And he told me if we got to 1,000 sign-ins, he would donate a 9700 to Quartzfest. So our grand prize that year was a 9700 because we hit 1,050 that year. So that was pretty awesome. So every year since then, he's donated a radio. This year is an ICOM 705. You must be present to win. And as you know, cutoff for getting his grand prize tickets was noon Thursday. We did a cutoff of noon Thursday because back in probably 2012 when Kenwood, Phil partnered with Kenwood, was donating, I think it was a WG7D handheld back then. We didn't have a cutoff, and people were showing up for the swap meet on Saturday, signing in, getting a ticket, and being eligible for the grand prize. So these manufacturers donate the equipment to us for those who attend Quartzfest, so we set a cutoff. So that's noon. After our drawings tomorrow, we have to take our equipment to storage in town. So we'll need, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 people to ride along with us to go into town and do that unloading into storage. We do have a indoor storage, climate controlled storage, because of our sensitive equipment, our projector and PAs and all that. We don't want capacitors drying out in 120 degree heat during the summer, so we have an enclosed temperature controlled storage. Next on the list is Carrie. You want to come up and talk about starting the fire tonight?
A chance to start the fire last night because of the hootenanny went a little bit late, so we kind of rushed it. But tonight, 5:45, we'll be practicing. Anybody that wants to learn how to use a piece of carbon steel and a piece of quartz and make some fire out of it, show up here and we'll let you try it, okay? Okay. Thank you.
Like they started fires in the old days, flint and quartz.
And steel.
Yeah, you gotta have the steel.
And steel, yes. Jeff, KQ6UT, come on up.
Is everybody having a good time?
Oh yeah.
I sure hope so. And before I say what I wanted to say, I want to thank Chris for his 15 years of dedicated service here.
Wow. Yay! Very good.
She has dedicated probably half of her life to this. Anyway, how many people out here know the individual that was credited, at least, with making our hobby possible? Who is that?
Gordon. Yeah, Gordon West.
Nobody knows. How about Marconi?
Oh.
I have just finished a book. It's nonfiction. It's written by Eric Larson with an O, Larson, and it's called Thunderstruck. And it's the whole history and how that all came to be in the late 1800s, until the 1900s, of course, when radio was invented. So if you like to read, please get a copy of it. It's available on Amazon. You can get a hard copy. You can get it on the reading, all these platforms and so forth. So have a good time, and I'll turn it back over to Chris.
Thank you, Jeff.
You dropped your ticket.
But I'll pick it up.
It's behind, yeah, it's behind Chris.
Behind my chair?
Yeah.
That's dinner. That's my peanuts.
Nutrition. So you know.
Okay, for those of you waiting on the porta potties to be emptied,
They're getting that bad.
I called about 45 minutes ago to All Pro Pumping, and she said they were 10 to 15 minutes out, and I haven't seen them yet.
We can take them to All Pro and deliver them.
They were in Siloam emptying porta potties and all that stuff this morning and part of this afternoon. And when I talked to her, she said they were on their way down here. And
likely story.
I guess just hold your legs together. So they'll be here eventually today.
Just your, it was somebody was RV pumping. Well, there are two other, the private company.
So who's ready for raffles?
Yay!
Does anybody not have a raffle ticket?
Well, I'm sure there's one or two.
Come on up here and we'll get your raffle tickets.
Was it Mississippi or something?
Yes.
Louisiana?
Nighttime schedule.
Nighttime.
I think Don said he was going to. He might show a movie.
Oh, all these people.
Yeah, Don said he was going to show a movie. I think Making Waves. I think was the name of the movie.
There's got to be some double dippers in there.
Chris skipped the 1830 listing, which says
Oh, yeah.
that Don is going to talk about talking like a
I don't want to get near them.
And in the description, if you read the description, it said it's going to be a poorly prepared presentation. And I'm 100% behind that. And at 8 o'clock...
You've been checking them out over there?
At 8 o'clock, come on over here, the cord is short. Aho will tell you what's going on.
I got my own bladder.
Thanks, Don. At 8 o'clock, NU7DE is sponsoring the movie Making Waves, which is sort of rom-com that involves ham radio and somebody stranded in a satellite and so on and so forth. It was shown here once before several years ago, so this is kind of a rerun. Oh yeah, in Area 2.
Someday, Rob did led the antenna walkabout today, and he's going to tell us all about it.
I worked with the
Okay, thank you. I want to say thanks to all the participants that showed up. We had about 50 plus to begin with, and it got hot and it started to dwindle, so that's okay.
I dwindled.
Took about 2 hours. We had 15
hour and a half,
presenters, and we had a really good mix from end feds to verticals to hex beams, delta loops, mobiles. We had a magnetic loop,
how to make your solar quiet. Your
There you
solar
go.
quiet.
How to make your solar quiet. I love it.
Cool.
And of course, Randy showed us his big, giant satellite array over there. So thank you. This is my first time trying to do this. I saw that it was not on the schedule, so I thought, now we can't have a Quartzfest without a antenna walkabout. So
That's right.
hope you got something out of it, and if we'll do it again next year. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And thank you for volunteering to do it next year.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble.
Okay, we're just about ready for raffles. Lynn's almost finished separating tickets.
Yeah. You need some horses.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him on these.
Oh man, I've never seen. Yeah. I was doing some geology.
Right here, AC.
Got a minute?
Yeah.
Thank you. At a place that had a big pig farm. And I was trying to do the geology. You couldn't see the rocks.
I just love dogs.
He's a character.
Okay, first thing, I need a couple people to run prizes. Can I get a couple volunteers?
28,000. No, that's where I was.
UV5R radio, handheld radio.
It's a classic.
Pick me.
I got a whole drawer.
And those were donated by Jeff, and I think Jeff is still here. The winner is 987-300, 987-300, 987-300. Come on, it's a radio. It's not peanuts.
That's true.
It's not a fly trap.
Right there.
He won? He won?
Y'all need a bullfang.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Marcia.
Purple lap blanket.
Thank you, Marcia.
Crocheted, I guess.
987-223. 987-223. 987-223. Oh, got it.
There's the winner.
Oh yeah, running.
Your controller.
And I don't know how many amps these are. It's going to be open the box and read it to find out. But it looks like it's 10 amps or less. 987-229. 987-229. We'll do a window fly trap.
Window fly trap. Must be a sticky thing.
Donated maps to us. They had maps back then before they quit making them in 2014. And Cindy Bennett was a national sales manager at the time. And she gave me so many Yesu maps to give out at Quartzfest that I saw her at the Yuma Hemp Fest, and she said she couldn't give out any maps because everybody already had them.
Yeah, I remember getting one.
What do we have now? Did we do anything? Oh, pepper jelly?
No, no.
Oh, the fly trap. Fly trap. 987-264. My brain is going.
Pepper jelly by Lynn, her specialty.
And that goes to 987-126. $2,100 worth of solars and supplies to us. Solar supplies. I've got 3 solar panels. They're small solar panels, probably 25 watts to bring out tomorrow. And they donated those as well. 987-295. 987-295. Our last shunt for the year. And the winner is 987-125. 987-125. All the way back here. How many fly traps do we have left? Oh, there's 4 of them. We can do it twice. Oh, there's 6. $987-273. 987-273.
Oh my God, it's me!
Whoa!
Thank you so much.
I knew he'd win eventually.
Next, we have 2 window fly traps.
That's funny.
987-171. 987-171. 987-171. Now, for the very last 2 window fly traps.
Oh my goodness. The end of the...
The winner is... Drum roll, please. 987144.
Oh man. Gotta be right over here. Oh man. All right.
And that's all the raffle prizes.
Search for Quartzfest.
What's that?
I said you can just search Quartzfest.
Yeah, yeah. If you just click on the channel, sometimes it just shows you like one video. You know, you got to know how to, you know, click on the whole history of the videos there. But hey, there's a guy there. Hey, do I know you, WG7W? I'm WG7D. Oh. Okay.
In remembrance.
Oh.
The WG7 meeting another WG7.
Right. That's cool. We're very close there.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I like your shirt there too.
Thank you.
So you're a BEC and you helping these guys over here?
No, I'm a VE with my club.
Oh, the club. Okay.
Yeah.
So you are in Prescott Valley. Now, that's that club there that has the old radios and stuff, or?
Well,
I went into that clubhouse there once. I think that was the Prescott one. It was near Phoenix anyway.
Well, we've got our station in a shack where the Jeep posse is.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking
another. Got over 800 members.
Wow.
Club.
Yeah, I remember I went into one club like that and they gave me the whole tour and it was really cool. And old radios and all kinds of stuff in there.
That probably wasn't us.
I think it was something, no, I can't remember now, but anyway, it's on there somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, nice to see you there, Bill.
Saw your club and I had to meet you.
Yeah. Do you have a YouTube channel or anything? Or?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do.
Okay, well, it's not on here, I see, so...
No, I had the cards made before I put the channel up.
Okay, you want me? I'll write it down here, hold on. Well, it's just about over. That's our last happy hour, and tomorrow's the closing ceremonies at noon, and we will be hitting the road. I gotta hit the road for Texas. Let's just...
Right.
Okay, what's your name again?
Clint, K-A-7-O-E-I.
Okay, he's going to tell us about the Northern Utah Web SDR. I use it, so
right. Now,
pretty handy.
Now, even if you do have even if you're lucky enough to be able to receive signals while at your house, that is, you don't have lots of neighbors or a house full of noisemakers, a lot of people aren't so lucky. So what we have is in the middle of a cow pasture in northern Utah, a set of 2 towers and 2 beams and a big Omni. And there we have internet connected virtual receivers that hundreds of people can use simultaneously. Mm-hmm. We cover all bands from 2,200 meters through 2 meters. So if you want to listen, all you need is a browser, could be on a laptop, tablet, or PC. Mm-hmm. And you will get your own private waterfall audio. You can change mode, change your bandwidth.
Yeah, it's really neat. Yeah.
Right, and among in addition to just listen, you can also check your antenna. There's a little thing down. If you look down below, well below the audio volume control, you'll see where you can produce a graph of the S meter. So if you have an A/B switch,
right?
You know, if you have portable antenna you want to try out, or 2 portable antennas, go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do is record your own audio or that of others.
Yep.
And see how things sound. You know, or to help troubleshoot.
I do the
stuff.
QRP thing. Just keep turning it down and see when it can't hear it anymore, something like that.
Right. Yeah. Turn it down and just to see how low could it really go. Do the radio limbo. Right.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
One thing to remember though, if you do go there the first time, above the waterfall or somewhere on the page, there's a start audio button. It might say Chrome audio start.
That's what I have to use because I use Chrome, correct?
Right, and
if you look up, you can figure out how to make it so it's automatic, but that's the equivalent of a play button, because all browsers these days, before they start throwing audio or video at you, you have to click play, and that's what that is.
Right.
So if you don't get any audio, just find the button and click play.
Yep, that's very good.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great thing. And so your club kind of supports it, or?
Well, it's actually a 501c3 corporation.
Oh, it is, okay.
And so we're not part of another club. We do have a club called KD7 Echo Fox Golf.
Okay.
And that is where you'll see CW skimmer reports, whisper reports, FT8 and FT4 reports. Plus we do analysis of the signals, and our data gets actually fed to real researchers. Wait for the noisy vehicle to go past. Where actual research is being done to help unlock some of the many secrets that remain about the ionosphere and propagation.
Yeah, very good. And I like how you have your antennas. You got like an east pointed one and a north pointed one. And
yeah, we have the big antennas we have for HF is an Omni, which is 2 log periodics. It covers 3 to 30 meg on transmit. We don't transmit there, but it actually works down to 400 kilohertz. Then we have an east pointing log periodic at 85 feet that covers 40 through 10, and then a northwest pointing one that covers 30 through 10, and the northwest one covers Asia and Europe.
Yeah, I see that.
Australia rather.
That 40 meter beam, that thing looks huge.
Right. It's about 65, 70 feet long, weighs 3/4 of a ton. And
Oh man.
That is the one that's at 85 feet. It rated for 50 kilowatts CW, 100 kilowatts PEP. It was originally used when the site was a HF research station for the military.
Okay. I thought somebody might have built it.
The military.
I
It
see.
was abandoned over the years, and the landowner either knock it down or let us use it, and we chose the latter.
Nice. Very good. Okay, well, thanks, Clint. That was a good summary there. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you for dropping by.
And everybody, here's the website there.
SDRutah.org. We'll put you on the landing page, and from there you can select the various servers. Oh.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well. You got the what? Oh, okay. You're talking.
Oh, you're just talking about the QR code on the back of my shirt.
Oh yeah, the QR code here.
Yeah. There's also, is it the same one that's on here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Takes it to the landing page.
Yeah.
That's very good. Okay, you guys have a good dinner, and
all right,
we'll see you tomorrow, man. Okay.
Thanks. Finally got this.
Yeah, I know it. You're a busy guy.
Yeah. Oh, and according to your shirt, see you next year.
Right, there you go. Right. You can do that. I can't do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll have to train me.
Well, this is what. Live short and be miserable, live long and prosper.
Yeah, I wish I could do that. My fingers just won't.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of practice.
Okay, you take her easy.
Thanks,
yeah, my shirt with Spock on it here. I can't do that Spock sign. Anyway, that was fun.